Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me in my live session this morning. You are welcome. Please, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, please do well to subscribe. Okay, so this morning we'll be treating a very important topic. There are three actually. Two is talking about Nnamdi Kanu, and yes, a very important person has come out to give Tinubu a serious warning. He's telling him to release Nnamdi Kanu and giving him reasons. Now, guys, the first video that I'm going to post here for you to watch is a video that is talking about, the last time that Nnamdi Kanu went to court. I told you guys that you guys saw it, that the Nigerian government brought witnesses that are covered in marks. I told you people that this is going to be an issue, because I do not even understand why Nnamdi Kanu lawyers had to allow that in the first place, why they did not object to it. I don't know if they have future plans you get to avert that, but this is going to be a very big problem if they do not have plans to correct it. Because imagine where one of these witnesses now come out to say that some time ago that Nnamdi Kanu sent him to go and buy so person. How is Nnamdi Kanu going to defend himself against someone he has never met, or someone he does not even know their face? You get, and his lawyers too do not have right to see these people. Only the judges and the people from the other side, the people that are persecuting. So you see, this is going to be a problem. Now, someone has come out to analyze how this is going to be, because back then when it happened, people are saying, okay, it's no problem as long as they let Nnamdi Kanu out. We are forgetting that there is nothing that Nigerian government that they will introduce that they do not have plans on a way for that thing to affect Nnamdi Kanu on this ongoing case. Now, guys, take a look at right this now. Person.
Nnamdi Kanu's trial has taken a very wild turn, because the Federal High Court in Abuja has just permitted masks-wearing witnesses, people wearing masks, to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Witnesses wearing masks to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, Nnamdi Kanu has been going on this trial for the past few years, but somehow it has never ever had any headway, and that is why right now, and that led to Nnamdi Kanu rejecting, the former judge Binta Nyako, rejecting it and saying he wants a new judge, and that has been granted. Right now, his case is now in the hand of another judge, and this judge seems as if he wants to get the ball rolling to start this trial. And right now, he has gotten a motion to the federal government prosecution that they will allow people to come forward and testify against Nnamdi Kanu putting on masks, and this is because of reasons that we do not know. This is what I have to say. Federal government, Federal High Court, don't you think this Nnamdi Kanu's case has been dragging for too long? Don't you think it's time to face this case and judge this matter? If you are sending him to prison, you send him to prison. If you are releasing him, you release him to his family. Is it not better? Is it not time? Stop playing cat and rat game with this man's case. It doesn't matter what he did. It doesn't matter what he did not do. What matters is that you cannot hold a man like this for long. You put him in DSS cell for how many years? Today you bring up his case, tomorrow you talk about his case, tomorrow this case, just playing politics on this man's life. It is not necessary. It doesn't matter what he did. If he did something bad, punish him. If he did something bad, release him. It's simple. Because in this country we have rule of law, and I am here to defend that rule of law. And we as Nigerians should defend the rule of law. Talking about masks, people should come and testify against him wearing masks or no masks. That's not my concern. Because at the end of the day, if I tell you here that it is wrong, it doesn't change anything. You will still go ahead anyway and bring in people wearing masks to testify against him, people who are spirits or ghosts. But you forget that people that should testify in our court must be credible enough, visible enough, authentic enough to stand in our court and give witness, bear witness against any suspect. That means we must be able to identify who they are, their names, where they are from, where they live. Because somebody's life is at stake at the moment. And you can't play, you can't joke with it by bringing in caricature, by bringing in masquerades, by bringing in masked men to come and testify against somebody who is a very major suspect in a very big matter. He should be able to see the people and say, I know you, you are right, I remember you, or I don't remember you, or I don't know you. Then the person that's witnessing will say, Oga, you know me. You sent me to go and bomb that place, or you sent me, you know my father, my mother, I will know. I will still bring them here. You cannot lie. I have the alert you sent for me. My name is so and so and so. I live here and here and here. Let the case be very vibrant. Let us know if it's true or not. The witness should not be afraid to speak. Should not be. People every day testify against the federal government. It is now a normal citizen like Kanu that you are afraid to testify against with your face. I don't want to go there, like I said. All I want to say is, be that as it may, federal government, please. I am tired. Nigerians are tired of seeing people under trial for years without the case moving forward. We are tired of seeing people under trial for years, even in the DSSL. It is a very, very sad story. We don't like it. It costs the country a lot. It hurts our unity as a country. And it also shows international community that we do not have the rule of law in this country. At the time of President Tinubu's reform agenda, I'm sure the justice reforms are also there waiting to be executed. And this is not a good way to execute reforms in the justice system of Nigeria. Start this Nnamdi case to show Nigerians that there is going to be a holistic reforms in the justice system by not only going into this matter and ending this matter, but by sentencing him if he is guilty, or releasing him if you have no case against him. But what you should not do is to still stalling this case, leaving him in the DSS dungeon. No, that would be very wrong. Try him in the courts. Try him in the open. Try him anywhere. Let the case be a national case. And if he ever committed crimes that you find, wanting, do your job. The man himself has said it many times that you should send him to prison rather than keeping him in DSS dungeon. But Buhari refused to do that. So I'm calling upon Tinubu right now to start this man's case and let this man face the law. Start this man's case the right way. Let witnesses who we can see, who we can verify their identities, be allowed to witness. Do not use masked witnesses. It's very wrong. But I know you may still go ahead and do that. But anyhow it is, please let this man's case end once and for all. Let his case end. We are tired of hearing this case every day. If you want to sentence him to prison, go ahead. If you want to release him, please go ahead. But let us not keep flogging the same person every day for years. You bring him out to the masquerade like as if it's every day we keep on shaming him. You bring him out to the altar, you flog him, you take him back again, you bring him out to the arena, you flog him again. You keep on doing this for years. For years. When will it stop? When will it stop? Let's unite this country. We're talking about integration as a country. Let's unite this country. Do the right thing. Whatever it is, do the right thing. But let us not caricature ourselves and make ourselves look stupid in the international community. That's all I beg. That's all I beg.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great today. So I want to break my silence on a very sensitive issue. And when I say that I want to break my silence, I mean I want to break my silence on video. Because in print, I have constantly spoken up about this particular issue. Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated for such a long time. And there's been a lot of intrigues, there's been a lot of drama here and there regarding his release. Now, if we are going to tell ourselves the truth, there are a lot of people who literally loathe Nnamdi Kanu's guts. There are a lot of people who feel very offended by his actions, by his attitude, by his character, by the way he talks. Just name them. Everything about the guy irritates you. And there are people, leaders also, who sincerely and genuinely feel that Nnamdi's freedom would upset a lot of things for them. Maybe steal the shine, maybe cause some obstruction, maybe derail their political movement or anything, whatever it is. There are people who have that feeling. There are. In my part of the world. And so it leads to a conclusion that most of what we see as efforts at releasing him, it has gotten to a point where we need to tell ourselves the truth. Nnamdi Kanu is our own. I have witnessed with my own eyes elements from other regions who were far more destructive or are far more destructive than anything you could ever accuse Nnamdi Kanu of doing. And all that these guys get is just a slap on the wrist. And they get away with it. See, I'm making this video because I want to be frank. I don't want to make emotional statement here. Not. Here's my deal. Rather than keep Nnamdi Kanu incarcerated and locked away in jail, why can't there be a deal reached with him? You get your freedom, you stay quiet, you go and rest, you don't make noise. Even if it's for a season, let that deal be reached. Nnamdi is fiercely free. He hates being caged, but at this point I think this would fly. Just so he can come out. This man has a family, he has a wife, he has children. Think about the emotional torture, the psychological trauma he goes through every day. All because he insisted that his people should be treated well. We can all argue about his methods and whenever these things come up in discussions, I keep saying to people, point to me one man that is perfect in this world. We all have our own issues. We don't always get it all right. You get some right and you get some wrong. Yes, some things may have been done wrongly, but there's also a lot of positive things that have come out of the movement that he set up, despite all the efforts to demonize them, to tarnish their image, to brand them as terrorists, and all kinds. When we have terrorists, real life terrorists who don't hide it, staring us in the face every day, killing our people. And we even have Boko Haram members being branded repentant, forgiven, and reintegrated into the society of Nigeria. But Nnamdi Kanu is not worthy of rejoining his family after 4 years of incarceration. And I ask, why? For what? It is becoming a shame on the collective sensibility of all Igbo people all over the world. this thing has gone beyond the limits of tolerance. And we should, as a matter of extreme urgency, do something now. Because the sense of urgency that I feel doesn't come to me just like that. The sense of urgency I feel now always comes to me when something is about to go bad or the worse. If Nnamdi Kanu is not released now, it will not be too long before the story will change. Take my word for it. This is the first time I'm making a video appeal to all the powers that be to release Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a threat. I mean, what can I do? But I'm just telling us that we've got to that point where we have to say whatever it takes. Let it take. Our Southeast governors and our Southeast politicians, there is no way on earth that if you guys decide Nnamdi will be out in the next 72 hours, he won't be out, except if the British government decides to come in and say, hey, we don't want him out, he's our citizen too. And they put their foot down and said, it doesn't matter what you guys do. And of course, those are the only ones that you guys fear. And up till this day, I still wonder why a British citizen would be so incarcerated and so terribly treated, ill-treated, and Britain does nothing. That's the topic for another day. But the point is, Nnamdi Kanu needs to be released. Not tomorrow, not next tomorrow, now.
Okay, guys, that is all for Nnamdi Kanu. We hope that after this video that Tinubu is going to do something about it. So, on the latest news on ground, I don't know if you guys have seen this video, this heavy video that the president of NAS just dropped in the early hours of today. Like, he made a video accusing Seyi Tinubu of trying to buy him, setting up attackers to come and buy him. Like, this video has been making rounds. I just want us to take a look.
I met with Seyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NAN's president. I did that to gain my freedom. But immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Seyi told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word Ladoja used. It is Ladoja that is telling me this. That he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who Seyi is? I say, yes, Seyi is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear, that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NAN's president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up and that Seyi can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hurriedly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NANS president now, who controls over 40 million Aluta forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I've told you in brief. So we cannot say, the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that Seyi Tinubu is a very bad example to the Nigerian youth. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for Seyi Tinubu to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame, he has no character. I have been strapped naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the senior special assistant to the president on student affairs. The secretary, while we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me. That is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.
Guys, when I watched this video, I was shocked. Like, what gave Seyi Tinubu the right to harass this man like this, if he actually did? Because this man said, he is saying it openly, he did not even hide his face. I think Nigerians need people that are strong and bold as this man, for this thing to be done to him, and he did not give up. There is someone that if they threaten his life like this, he will just travel outside the country, and that will be the last that you hear of him. But they treated him like this, and he is still bold enough to come and call out the person that did this to him. And up till now, the police has not arrested Seyi Tinubu for questioning. That means something is wrong somewhere. This is the first time that I am seeing a president's child being so active in politics. He did not hold any office. Seyi Tinubu is not holding any office in Nigeria at all, but you will see him all the time either campaigning for the president or being very, what concerns him with NANS? What is he doing with, he's not the NANS president, what is he doing with NANS? Can Tinubu have people around him that can campaign for him? It is not his job to be doing that for you. So I know that as a son, he will want to support his father, but being involved like this in politics, I don't know why they allow him to be that open and that involved in Nigerian politics. President's son is not a position. It is not a political position like they have first lady. They do not have president's son. I say you are just a child of the president, the son. Okay, that's just the privilege that you have, but you do not have the right to have a say in the government. Nigeria is not running a monarch. You are not like the prince of Nigeria. You're not a prince of Nigeria. This is not a monarchy. We are not in a monarchy. So I don't understand why Seyi Tinubu is in everywhere, to the extent of Idris having a song about him. Seyi Tinubu, tell your papa. Like he has got so involved in government like this. I don't even know this. He has even had someone that is like a spokesperson for him. Can you imagine someone coming out to tell Nigerians that they should be glad that Seyi Tinubu stooped so low to mingle with Nigerian youth? Who begged him? Who begged him in the first place? Like other presidents' children, we don't even used to see them at all. And Nigerians are okay with that because it is not in their position. So someone now coming to tell that Nigerians are privileged to have the president's son stooping so low, that means we Nigerians are now the ones that are low. So Seyi Tinubu is stooping to mingle with, like, guys, let me just show you the video so that you hear what this person said about.
I think we the youth, we have one problem. Seyi is the only president of son we have in this country that is trying to bring himself so low, mingle among youth. We've had several presidents. Some of us don't even know their sons or their daughters' name.
The allegation that Henry Okuomo, who says also that he is a former Senate president, handing over to another Senate, I don't know whether there's a division there as well, he says that he places the allegation, squarely at the feet of the president's son, saying that the president's son, Mr. Seyi Tinubu, has been attempting to interfere in student union politics, and that he was at the venue of their Well Scouting Hotel on Tuesday, telling the manager, because I asked him, I said, how do you know that? Did you see him? He said, yes. Yes, you saw him. He could have been there as a guest. He could have been there for any other reason. He said the manager of the hotel told them that this is what the president's son has just said, that their event will not be allowed to hold in the hotel anymore, and that their event was frustrated. They did not give them electricity, and they refused them using the facilities at the hotel. Are you aware of all of this?
I'm not aware, but I read one stupid allegation on Sahara Reporters. Is she part of dance? Let me tell you, man.
That's the question he also raised as well.
This country, I think we the youth, we have one problem. Seyi is the only president of son we have in this country that is trying to bring himself so low, mingle among youth. We've had several presidents. Some of us don't even know their sons or their daughters' name. But Seyi, whenever he sees students, he sees youth, some of us watch him online. I think there was a time after my election, I traveled to Kanu because we lost one of our comrades during the Ramadan. When they told me that I've now met with the Youth Council president of Kanu in that same house. So he now told me that, am I traveling back to Jos? I said, yes. He said, I wish I can stay till evening. That there's this Ramadan fasting, breaking fasting, that Seyi is doing around the north. I attended that program. I was overwhelmed. This is a president's term among people, youth, gisting, telling them, eating with them. The same thing in the other day, Sahara Reporter. I don't know, maybe they have issue with the president's son. I don't know. Because even me, when somebody called my attention there yesterday, like I told you in my speech, I talked about the regional campus security summit, which I addressed that we need to secure our campuses. We have manuals in our campuses, students. We'll talk to them, we'll let them see reason why they should help the Nigeria military and the police too to secure the campus. The next thing somebody will send to me, only yesterday, Sahara made almost 9 reports about my speech. That I'm condemning President Tinubu that is not securing campuses. That you don't understand. That Seyi Tinubu, somebody will even send me one and say, Seyi Tinubu, who is Seyi Tinubu, dance president?
So he's not your friend? Is he your friend?
He's not my friend. He's just somebody I know. Casually, I see him on TV. The only time I can tell you that we've met is, I think there was during the campaign when he asked the Nnamdi to come around in the, I think where they were doing what was this program? His youth program too. So students were there and we snapped picture with him. Everybody was happy. You know, when you see a president's son, so I don't see reason why Nnamdi will just decide, people will just decide and think when they drag his name on media, I don't see, the thing is not even making sense to me, man.
So given what...
Guys, so I don't even understand what that man is trying to say. I mean, when Seyi Tinubu was coming out, that time when he was coming out newly, showing his face in functions, I was like, okay, that's something new. This is the first time we are seeing a president's child that is, trying to relate with the people. I was actually thinking that this is going to be for the better of the youth, since he himself, he is a youth, you get. But until we started hearing all these side talks about him, where he will go for functions and start campaigning for his father. If he actually has the interest of the youth at heart, wouldn't it be in the best of his interest? Maybe he wants to run for political office in future, to tell his father, who is the president, to look for ways that they can upgrade the youth's life, make employment to be available for so many Nigerian youths that are unemployed today. Things that will be actually beneficial for the youth, instead of making rice, giving Nigerians as if Nigerians are beggars. We are tired of begging for food. Food is not rice. Plate of rice is not Nigerians problem right now. Nigeria have bigger problems like insecurity, high cost of living. That is the way that he will actually touch life, instead of this one. Now look at the latest one of Nan's president. I mean, he is even helping in denting his father's, what is left of his father's image, instead of uplifting it. So at this point, I think he should just take a break. Okay, he should just take a break and give this whole thing a rest. And I think that Nigerian police should actually take a look at this man's case, because if he can be, if something like this can be done to him, best believe that this man is not safe from now henceforth, now that he has come to make it open and even mention the person's name, Seyi Tinubu, the person, the main suspect. I think they should look into this case, and this man's life should be protected at all costs. Guys, if you stay with me up to this moment in this life, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you so much. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me up to this moment in this life. I like you so much when I come on live like this and you people just come to hear what we have to say. Thank you, guys. Please share me your opinion in the comment section. Okay, if you have anything to say.